Hello there, lovelies. Ashley Michelle here. We are back with a bomb makeup look to start off this new month. And can we just take a moment to acknowledge this glowing, clear, beautiful skin? If you guys want to know my skincare routine, definitely make sure that you drop me a comment down below because I can give you an updated one. And as well as you guys want to know all the details on this hair, definitely make sure you check out the description box as well and stay tuned for the next video on this look. And first, we are just going to be filling in the eyebrows. I'm using the Morphe eyebrow pencil in the shade Java to actually sculpt out my eyebrows. This makeup look was actually done the day after my birthday, so this is kind of like a birthday glam slash we just doing it all in this look today, okay? So after I have sculpted out my eyebrows with the pencil, I'm just going to use some concealer to carve out the bottom of the brows first. And I wanted this look to be very dramatic, so I'm using a concealer that is 1 to 2 shades lighter than my complexion underneath the eyebrow. And this is actually the NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer in Caramel. And I will have all of the products listed down below for you guys in the description box, so definitely make sure that you check that out. And I'm just going to be moving on to prepping my eyelids for this cut crease that we are doing today. And to actually do my base, I am going to be using the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. And you guys, I've really just been loving this product. It has a nice thick consistency. It dries down pretty quickly. So you are going to want to make sure that you're moving fast with this product. I would suggest, if you are new to makeup, doing one eye at a time, just because when I say this product dries down, baby, it dries down, okay? So I'm just going to be using a flat eyeshadow brush to just pack this concealer all over the eyelid. And I'm not taking the concealer too close to the brow bone, just because I want to leave that as a highlighted look. So we are using 2 palettes from the Juvia's Place. The first one I'm using is the Berries palette, and oh my gosh, y'all, I just love the pigmentation in their palettes. And I'm also going to be using the Sweets palette as well. As you guys can kind of already tell, this look is definitely going to be Valentine's Day inspired as well, so this can definitely be a date night look. So the first color that I'm going to be using is from the Berries palette. I'm going to be using that middle mauve pink shade in the middle on the top row. And I'm going to be using a fluffy eyeshadow brush to pack this color on the outer portion of my eyelid, in my crease section, and a little bit on the eyelid. I'm only going to be using about 2 to 3 colors with this look, so this is definitely going to be very, very easy to recreate yourselves. So the first thing you want to do is just pack on the color, the deepest color that you want in your eyeshadow look. So for me, it's going to be this pink shade, and I'm just going to be packing that on the crease area, starting from the outer portion and working my way inward. And I'm using packing motion, you guys. You don't want to be swiping. That's going to create streaks in your eyeshadow, and it's not going to prone the longevity. It's not going to make it last as long. So remember, you guys, pack, back, pack, and blend. No swiping over here. And as I move on to the next palette, the Sweets palette, I'm going to be using a small, dense eyeshadow brush. This one, I'm going to be placing the eyeshadow right on top of that first shade that we applied. And the key to this step right here is just blending the 2 colors together as I'm packing them on, just so that way I don't have to do a whole lot of blending later. So I'm taking that smaller brush and I'm just packing that very, very light pink shade on top of the first one that we applied. And the reason why I'm using a smaller brush as well, just because we're getting close to that eyebrow bone and I don't want to get too much color into my highlighted area. So the darker the color, typically the smaller the brush, but in this case, since I'm only using 2 colors, I just decided to go with a big fluffy brush and then a small one just to be able to blend everything together. And I'm also taking the eyeshadow towards the inner corner of my eye as well. And now I'm just going to be blending those two eyeshadows together, as well as blending out any harsh edges around the lighter pink shade. And blending, you guys, I always tell you, blending is key to any eyeshadow look. So it may look like I'm swiping, but I promise you guys, I'm doing circular motions. I'm actually using circular motions with this fluffy eyeshadow brush from Real Techniques to blend out the edges of my eyeshadow. And you guys, let me know in the comments what you guys did for Valentine's Day. How was your February? What are you expecting new for March? I want to know all in the comments how you guys are doing. And now we are moving on to cutting the crease. And I'm using a flat paintbrush to actually cut my crease. You guys, I'm so proud because I actually got to show you guys the entire cut crease process in this video. So the main thing is just to be able to sketch out your shape. And the way I like to sketch out the shape of my cut crease is just using stamping motions to outline the shape. And then I just like to go back in and fill it in. And I'm also using the same e.l.f. Camo concealer that I used as the eyeshadow base to cut my crease as well. And I'm going to just repeat those same steps on the other side. So the first thing that we're doing is applying our transition shade, or the main color, which is that beautiful pink shade in the middle of the top row of the Berries palette. And again, I'm using a light fluffy brush to just pack on the color that I want so I get the color payoff that I'm looking for. And you guys, with these Juvia's Place palettes, I mean, you don't even have to do a lot. They are very pigmented and popping. So that's why I love using these eyeshadows for when it comes to colorful eye looks. And again, I just packed on that light pink shade right underneath my brow bone, and I'm blending all of those colors together with a fluffy blending eyeshadow brush. And again, we are going to cut the crease. So I like to do a dot in the middle of my eyelid, and I like to look up so that way I can see exactly where my crease is. And then I just begin to form the shape by stamping on that eyeshadow base. And again, you guys, you really, for me, looking down in a mirror just helps me out a lot to be able to see the shape of my eyeball instead of looking forward. When you look forward for my eye shape, my eyelid, it just looks a little bit scrunched up, so you can't really see where my crease is. But when I look down, that helps me out a whole lot to be able to create my cut crease shape. So I would say looking down, you guys, and also using that one dot and looking up, those two tricks right there will really, really help you when it comes to cutting your crease, and also just using a bigger brush as well. So now we are going to close off the cut crease. I'm going back in with the same fluffy eyeshadow brush that I used in the beginning with the first pink shade, and I'm just packing that on the outer corner of the cut crease just to kind of close it off and kind of bring everything all together. And you want to do the same thing like we did in the beginning. So you're just packing on the color till you get your desired color payoff. And next, I'm going to be applying that light pink shade that we applied second with a flat eyeshadow brush. And I'm just going to be packing that eyeshadow on as well. And as you guys can see, I'm going back over where those two colors meet so that way I can blend them together. And now I'm taking a light neutral color from the Morphe 3503 Fierce by Nature palette. I know y'all probably tired of me using this palette, but this palette has so many bomb colors. And now I'm going to be adding some glitter from Larue Cosmetics. I believe this one is either White Diamonds. I am going to link it down below for you guys. You guys, I love these glitters, and I pretty much have been using them with all my makeup looks lately. And to apply the glitter, I just applied a little bit of white eyelash glue on my inner corner. And then I took a small flat eyeshadow brush from Real Techniques to actually pack on the glitter. Now, you really do not have to use eyeshadow glue. You do not have to use eyelash glue really to prep for the glitter, but I just wanted to have a lot of glitter in that space. So that's why I use the glue, so I could just pack on a little bit more glitter. And you guys, y'all should be so proud of your girl because I am lining my eyelids on camera. And you guys know y'all never see that. So I am trying, you guys, to just show you guys the whole complete process. So yay, we got these eyelids lined. And I just did a simple line across my eyelash line just because I'm going to be wearing some very dramatic eyelashes, so I didn't want to really take away too much from the look. And now we're going to be moving on to the face. I am priming with the Milk Hydro Grip Primer, and after I have that primer all over my face, I am going to go back in with the Kay Oil Mattifier just to take care of my oily places, my nose, my T-zone, and to make sure all of that is in my pores and not just sitting on top of my skin. I'm going to be using a damp beauty sponge just to press that into the skin. And today we are using a new foundation. I'm super duper excited. This foundation is from NARS. This is the newest foundation. I am going to link the shade and the color down below. You guys, I really love the consistency and just the formula of this foundation. It was so lightweight, even though it did feel like, to me, it gave me a full coverage look. Ooh, bless me. It did give me a nice full coverage look. I do love how it blended out. I really only used 1 to 2 pumps of foundation with this foundation, and I am using my Real Techniques flat foundation brush to actually blend this foundation out. And again, we are using patting motions. We are patting that foundation into the skin. We are not swiping. Swiping will leave streaks, you guys, so definitely make sure that you pat and blend out, okay? And also make sure when you are applying your foundation that you're blending down your neck, the side of your jawline, and up into your hairline as well. And now I'm just using my Morphe Continuous Setting Spray to just set my foundation in place. And we're going back in with our beauty sponge to just blend and set everything in place. And I like to just continually set my foundation and my skin when I'm doing my makeup, just so that way I know it's not going nowhere, okay? And you guys, if you have not tried the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray, I would definitely suggest adding that to your makeup collection. And now I'm going to be highlighting one of my favorite parts. And I remember, you guys, when I was so nervous to actually do this step, but I'm just so in love with how it transforms your face. And again, before I blend out my concealer, I am going to be spraying my Continuous Setting Spray. And I'm also going to be contouring my cheekbones with the Black Opal foundation stick. And I will leave that shade down below in the description box for you guys as well. And again, we are using our small tapered blending sponge from e.l.f. This is actually the e.l.f. concealer sponge, I believe, to blend out my highlighted areas. And I'm also going to be adding in a little bit of more concealer. This is the same NARS Creamy Radiant Caramel Concealer that I use for underneath the eyebrows, just to kind of brighten up the under eyes a little bit and just give us a more snatched look. Like I said, you guys, this was a full glam look, okay? And I'm just going to be using the Instapop cheek brush from Real Techniques to blend out the contours on my cheeks. You all, here are the final results of this full glam pink cut crease look. I really do hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and do not forget to drop me a comment down below and subscribe for more beginner beauty tutorials like this one, and I will see you guys in the next video.